welcome to this daily currency call where we share our analysis and ideas for a specific currency for each day. So today is Thursday. We'll be doing the yen and gold. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah. So today is Thursday. We'll be doing the yen and gold. I see many familiar names here, but I do see some new names too. So please help me fill up this poll. Is this your first time here? Yeah. So just as you guys are filling out the poll, this webinar is going to be very beneficial for both long-term investors and short-term traders. We will be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. So just a quick look at the poll. Yeah, I do have some people that are first time here. So just a quick introduction about Jin. But before that, let me know how did you get here. So I just launched the poll. Let me know how did you get here. So while you guys are filling that up, a quick introduction about our speaker, Jin. He's the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. He teaches members of the LCMS Traders Club on how to trade FX. And for Forex Briefcase, he trades more than US $11 million account on a daily basis for his managed account clients. And also he's an international speaker where he speaks in countries like Hong Kong, UK, US, Australia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Singapore. Recently featured in Money FM, sharing his views about the FX market. So just a quick look at the poll again. Yeah, we have many people coming in from the Telegram. So I would like to do a quick sharing about our LCMS Traders Club. So I'll just share my screen. Yeah, so this is the LCMS Traders Club, our private Facebook group, where we teach, guide, signal, and coach you to be a better and more profitable trader. This is the place to be, regardless whether you are new, experienced, part-time, or full-time trading. So if you have joined us from the Telegram, you have been enjoying our trades signal absolutely free. A question you might have is that we have told you when to get into a trade, but you do not know where to exit. So in the Traders Club, we not only give you the signals earlier than the Telegram channel, we also tell you the strategy behind the signals and actually guide you on where to exit with reasons. So I have no idea why Facebook always does this to me. Give me a minute. Okay, yeah, so you see, as you can see, whenever we fire a signal out in Telegram, you get this earlier. But over here in Traders Club, you actually get the proper signal analysis behind the signals. So you can actually learn how to trade while you earn. We also tell you when to exit. For example, for this trade, we actually tell you to hold to TP2. And we actually give you even to suggest to close off the trade if we feel deemed fit. So you don't get all these things in the Telegram channel, you get it in the Traders Club so that you can learn and earn at the same time. Not only that, if you want to learn new strategies or require some coaching, we also have members only live Zoom sessions on Monday and Wednesday evenings to run through trade ideas, teach you new strategies, and update you on recent market economic developments. So for example, for our weekly live call on Monday, we usually do an economic roundup and we give you some signals coaching, and Jin will give some growth coaching. This is the best time to pick Jin's brain on pretty much any trading related questions you might have. So lastly, we have a whole range of other features that you can find in Traders Club. For example, our currency watch list, our currency correlation table, where you can manage your risks, finding out what are the trades to take at the same time. And most importantly, you straight away have the recordings of the 4-day FX Kickstarter where you learn everything from scratch. So, and the most important thing, the custom indicator that you will see Jin using later during his analysis. So yeah, To join the group, very simple, just head over to tradersclub.lcms.com.sg. I will put the link up in the chat later. It's a paid subscription of $199 a year, which is less than $1 a day. But if you are facing any uncertainty in your trading or taking any unnecessary risk, you need to join the club to get some guidance towards profit or some coaching to improve your confidence and strategy immediately. So just want to end off saying that if you guys are trading alone, get into this community where you have experienced traders, senior members and coaches and Jin to help you in your trading so that the journey can be enjoyable and definitely more profitable. So if you have not jumped onto this link, click on this blue big button here and get on with us. So on that note, I'll pass it the time now to Jin for the currency call.
All right. Talking about the yen pairs today and gold, quite a few setups. Looks like it's pretty primed to move. So quite excited, quite a few things to look forward to. But before that, let me just tell you about the 4-day course. I know most of you are on it already. I do see some unfamiliar faces or names. So make sure you sign up for this. The link is going up there on the chat. 4daycourse.lcms.com.sg. Ignore everything. I'm going to teach you how to trade. Absolutely everything and anything you need to know about how I trade, how you can trade as well. Give you all the tools and guide you, right? All you have to do is know that it's going to be on the 1st, 3rd, 8th, and 10th of December. 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. It is going to be absolutely free. All you have to do is click join now. It jumps to the Facebook page a lot faster than Jinwei's Facebook would load. And then, join the group. It is going to be streamed live in the Facebook group. So you don't need credit card details. We can't charge you anything. You attend. All you are committing to is your attendance, your attention, and your time. So it's going to be there. Make sure you sign up if you haven't already. If you have, then help me click that link, share the link out, post it on your Facebook. Let's get more people involved. My aim right now, we are at 519 members. I'm looking for 600, at least 600. So help me get to 600 if you can. With that said, looking at the news. So economic calendar on Forex Trading Asia here. We're not on Monday. We're going all the way to Thursday. Where's the week gone? Where has the week gone? All right, so Thursday, looking at the yen pairs. As usual, no yen news, but we have some US numbers coming out, jobless claims at 9:30 tonight, going from 709K to 707. Not a big change. Manufacturing index from 32 to 22. Looks like it's going to weaken a little bit. And then existing home sales, not too keen on that, going from not a big change, 6.54 to 6.45 mil later tonight for the US dollar. So you'll see that putting that couple of news together, we might actually be looking at a bit of a weaker US dollar heading into today and possibly tomorrow as well. Friday, we have some yen CPI numbers, but CPI numbers for Japan is always going to be around there, so doesn't move prices that much. The UK numbers we've talked about yesterday, and then no real news for the US. So looking at this, it's going to be quite straightforward on how to trade the yen pairs. Going to be very technical based, very chart based, because there's no real big push on the economic front, no data coming out to affect the prices. Hence, when we look at the charts, okay, this is the US yen on the H4 time frame here. You can see that over the past week, for this week and since the middle of last week, it started a downward move, broke 104.80, broke 104.7, Now it looks like it's going to be heading lower. I do think it's going to be heading lower, but in the short term, I actually think that it might go up, test 104, retest the 104 resistance before turning back down towards the 103.50 level. Okay, so have a little of patience. I would say let it go up. You know, you might have that 20-30 pip stop loss there for a good 40 pip take profit. Risk 20, make 40. This might be one of the trades that you have to manage quite closely because there's not a lot of meat in that margin there. However, I would say follow the trend downwards. Could it go up and break 104 and go higher? Possibly, but unlikely. Okay, so I would look for that bounce up to test the 104 resistance before turning back down towards the 103, around the 103.50. It could go as low as 103.30, but at that level, it's probably where I would reconsider this trade. Quite straightforward on the US yen H4 time frame. The euro yen actually looks really good. Euro yen actually looks really good. It is now sitting at a 122.83 support level. At this 122.83 support level, based on the very limited price action levels that we see, possibly could bounce back up. All right, possibly could bounce back up. But for the euro yen to bounce back up from this 122.83 level, the euro US dollar would have to turn back up from this 1.1846 level. I think that there is still a bit more downside, as I told you about on Tuesday, possibly heading towards 1.18. So because of that, I think that the euro yen might sit at this 122.83 level for a little bit, right? Maybe for today, maybe until tomorrow, and maybe even next week, then it start bouncing up. So I don't think it's going to do that too much. It's probably going to sit at this level before possibly turning back up. But if it doesn't turn back up of this 122.83 level, then you could look at that further downside towards that 121.89 level. Okay, so why I'm excited about the euro yen trade here is because sitting at this support level, bounce back up, great. I have a 30 pip stop loss, 100 pip or 90 pip take profit. 1:3, I would be happy with that. If it breaks below 122.83, then I would even be looking at a 30 pip stop loss for a 60 pip take profit. 1:2, I would be happy with that as well. But what you really need here at this point is that patience for that move to form and to develop. Okay, so I would say if it goes below 122, it goes below 122.70, you could look to sell. 30 pip stop loss, 60-70 pip take profit. All right, I know Daniel's furiously typing away, so I'm giving you some numbers there. If it goes above about 123, if it goes above 123, you got your 30 pip stop loss for your 90 pip takes profit. Okay, so you have that range in this point. You have this range here to be waiting. Right now, it's a waiting game. You wait for it to break either upwards or downwards before jumping into a trade. Similarly with the pound yen, actually not similarly, for the pound yen, it looks like it's broken 137.67. So I actually see that, let it come back into the Bollinger Bands, and then you could be looking, so in a very short-term bounce, and then you could be looking for further downside. You could be looking at further downside for the pound yen, but I don't think it will go all the way down that 140 pips now, because there's no real drivers for the 140 pips downwards. I think you might actually see a good 80 pip downward move 40 pip stop loss, 80 pip downward move, and then after that reevaluate to see whether it's going to continue on for that next 130 pip down, all of the full 130 pip move. Okay, so if you're jumping into the pound yen trade, I would say break it up into two trades, or have that interim level at about 136.70. At that point, there's about a 60 pip move. Decide whether it's going to go lower or it's going to bounce back up. If it does hit lower, then you have another 60 pip trade to move downwards. If not, then maybe get out at that midpoint and then reevaluate, see where it goes from there. But it looks like it's broken this 137.67 level. Definitely look for selling opportunities for the pound yen. All right, makes sense so far? Put it in the chat, right? I'm looking for everyone here, all 30 something of you in here. Put it in the chat, tell me if it makes sense to you. I very quickly went through 3 currency pairs, the US yen, pound, euro yen, and pound yen. Has it made sense to you? Would this, out of the 3, US yen, euro yen, pound yen, which would you be most interested in? Sirin is in euro yen already. Good. Out of the 3, which one would you be the most interested in? Euro yen. Anyone else? Okay. Is this follow the leader, or are you all really liking euro yen? All right. Good. Okay, good. So remember, as much as you like euro yen, it is sitting at that level. There is the 2 upside and possibly downside potential. So make sure you sit there, wait for it to hit those levels before jumping in. Joe, I actually like the pound yen a bit more because it has broken that level. You could wait for that bounce back, or you could be looking to aggressively sell it down from this point. Okay, carries on the euro yen for scalp. I do think that today looks like it's going to be a good scalping day with how the yen pairs, or with how most of the majors are performing so far. All right, so that's the yen pairs. Looking at gold, when we last spoke about it, we said that it's going to bounce up at this point. It did that, bounce up, came back down, still sitting at this point. Someone's drawing on my screen. Please don't draw funny stuff on my screen. At this point, I think that it's still going to sit at this 1867 level. Not going to do too much, but I don't think there's any further downside. Not too much downside. 1858, 1850 at the most. Look to trade. If you're looking to trade, do it within that very tight range, 1850 to 1900. Going to trade within that area. Not a lot of risk on or risk off sentiments at this point to really drive the gold prices significantly higher or lower. So not super interested in that. I would rather, like Kerry said, be scalping into the other currency pairs rather than pay too much attention on gold. With that said, make sure you sign up for the 4-day course if you have been attending, listening to what I've been teaching you about. Learn how to do it for yourself. Do the 4-day course. Copy the link, post it up, get more people on board. Let's get 600. And then I'll pass it back to Jinwei.
Okay, thank you, Jin. Yeah, so I've just launched a poll. Let us know what you think of this webinar. I'm also going to paste some links in the chat. Our YouTube channel for our daily recordings, Telegram channel for free signals, Traders Club link, and the 4-day course link. So yeah, again, if you are new to trading or you are facing uncertainty, do join us in the Traders Club. We have a whole range of tutorial videos, starting up videos, and then you get supported with signals and weekly coaching. So yeah, this is the place to be. Do join us. Yeah. So with that, see you guys tomorrow for the Canadian dollar. Goodbye.